right, here we are. All right. All right. Let me get myself signed in the stream. And there we go. All right. All right, we're in. Ready to be. Just on a little side note, just got the. Hey, what's going on, Luca? Say Luca and from in the Glee Club. Yep, got you back in here again there. So just to let y'all know before I start, the first reaction video of 2021 is uploading right now as I'm doing the live. So it's on another panel uploading. So it should be up somewhere, but should be up depending on how fast the uploading goes. Pretty much like late tonight there. Yeah, so so y'all either be seeing it real late tonight or either early tomorrow morning. Or, whenever you wake up tomorrow. Yep. So yep, that's what you can expect coming up from the channel there. And as for right now, here's a special surprise. This is not just the ordinary books 1 through 10. This is a Heroes of Dream Season 1 anniversary movie book. Yeah, I know that. Oh, okay. Yep. But yes, a Season 1 anniversary movie book. I know that probably sounds strange calling it a movie book, but I just, as Joker said in The Dark Knight, I just did. So yep, as you can see, the cover of the book is a little bit different from what y'all been seeing like in previous books. This is because for the cover and some of the pictures inside there had a different illustrator. That you can see on the back here. This book's gonna be really epic here. This is a character right here. No, Robert Hill, who knows, who was actually created by. Let's see if I can get a better picture of him there. If I can get a clearer picture. No, that's not it. There we. Ah. Oh wait, I thought I had. Okay. Let's turn. Okay, let's have to use this picture then. But this guy right here, Antonio Vance. Yes, he's the one that came up with the special guest star in the book. Robert Hill knows. Who knows? And he also did some of the illustrations in the book along mine. We sort of had a little joint story together because of inserting his character in there. What's going on, Zach? Yep. So you Todd in the Shadows. I think I can. Think I remember how he sounded there. Yeah. Okay, so the book is that it's a Heroes of Dream book, but I call it a movie book. Yeah. The Rise of a Heroic Conqueror in a Warping Reality. Oh yeah. It's pretty. There's a lot of hero character, a lot of the heroes in this book, along with, as I mentioned before to the others, special guest Robert Hill, yeah, pretty much, yes. Matter of fact, a crossover of dimensions as well. Yep. All right, so let's get into it so we can see this. All right, so we got Todd, Zach on Todd in the Shadows here. Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. this dimension crossed over with the dimension of who knows from my old friend Antonio, who is now in Texas. Yep. So, all right. So first, let's start with Todd in the Shadows with not a chapter, but a intro before the story. Okay. So, so mysterious. Okay. So a mysterious man, dressed like the Grim Reaper, sprang from a dark alley in the downtown Shreveport and unleashed an army of shadow dragons to attack the area. And in minutes, the dark night lit up a bright yellowish red as the dragons rapidly unleashed streams of fire into the city, causing everyone to flee in panic. Bruno arrived and called the Dream League members. Starstruck, oh, of course, we all know. Star Striker, Target, Sword Girl, Bubbling, Vanimax, Dashtail, and Sunrisha. It almost sounds like I'm saying a poker rap whenever I say their names. To the scene, and in seconds, they arrived to fight the dragons. Before I show you the picture, just a second. Okay. Sorry. Had this. Oh, and how ironic. You say Wally West Flash. I just zipped off like the Flash. Yeah, I had to turn that heat down because I think that heat has been affecting me in some of the previous streams. Yeah, I think that might have been the case of why I may have sounded like I was going out in some streams there. Okay, so some of the pictures here got the people running in panic at some creatures in the shadows. I think the book mentioned they were dragons there. And then Bruno arrives to call the Dream League on his phone app. Yeah, they probably would. Well, the old iPhone there. Calling Dream League headquarters. What's up, Case? You here with the big movie book? Oh, okay, okay, okay. It's just in time because the Yu-Gi-Oh! Bonds Beyond Time movie reaction should be up. It'll probably be late tonight there, so a lot of y'all that if y'all don't see it tonight, you're definitely gonna see it in the morning. Yeah, because like I say. All right. Yep. Okay, so CJ as Wally West Flash. I remember him from Young Justice. Yep. Like let's- I'm trying to think how he's think I remember how he sounded. Yeah. Oh, or better yet, I'd probably be better I do him from Teen Titans, the Wally West Teen Titans, because he actually had the same voice actor as the Flash from the Justice League series. Yeah. So CJ. Oh. Oh yeah, make sure y'all do that. There. Oh yeah, exclaimed Bruno. That's that's what I'm talking about. The Bru- So Bruno cheered for the Dream League. However, the Grim Reaper dressed man didn't like his cheering, and he fired red laser beams from his eyes at Bruno. Bruno didn't notice the laser until he was pulled out of the way at the last minute. The person who saved him was Nightbox, but he didn't notice yet. That was a close one, exclaimed Nightbox. Are you okay? I am now, said Bruno. Thanks a lot. No problem, said Nightbox. And she noticed a dragon flying toward where Bruno was before and said, Get down! Bruno got down and she waited till he got close enough and destroyed it with her fox javelin. From a oh, that's right. Okay, but they did have the same voice though. But they yeah, that's right. Wally West Flash was in Just League. That's probably why he had the same voice in the Teen Titans one. Yeah, they actually did have the same voice actor. Yeah. So yeah. Wait, there's a yes, certainly. Grim Reaper. Let me go back. think it said, oh, a mysterious man dressed like the Grim Reaper, unleashing an army of shadow dragons. Yeah. So, Grim Reaper with shadow dragons. Okay. So now we got Brownie. Oh, Ash meeting Brownie. Well, be the other way. They're meeting each other. What is Ash gonna think Brownie's a Pokemon? Just don't throw a Pokeball at me. So will the devil? Um, I don't think I necessarily put the I did the Grim Reaper, but yes, they're kind of in the same category. Yeah, so I put it this way: probably not the devil himself, but they do come from the devil, though. So I guess you could say the Grim Reaper is like an agent of the devil. Yeah, pretty much like most demons. Yeah. Okay. Don't listen to her, Ash. Okay. Sweet move, said Bruno. You haven't seen nothing yet, said Nightfox. Then she joined the battle with the others, and at first they did well, but eventually the Grim Reaper man raised his hands and caused multiple portals to open. The portals started sucking up the Dream League, the Shadow Dragons, and everything else in the city. But Bruno tried to hold himself to the ground. Your resistance is futile, said the man. Surrender now! No, said Bruno. There's there's no way you're gonna win. I beg to differ, said the man. I already started clearing away your so-called super buddies, and there's nothing you could possibly do about it. After all, you're not even a hero. You're just a pathetic failure with no friends. I do have real friends, said Bruno. Hmm. Because because having friends is cool. Why do you want to be a bully? Bullies never have any friends, and it's not cool to pick on people. I'm sorry, I had to do that. There's a part of Dream League there. See your, so like I guess you say you're seven of them there, and then of course the additional night box from the 10th book there. Oh my gosh. Mm. You know, funny you should mention that, Claire. There was a episode where Ash was trying to catch a ghost type Pokemon, um, and he heard Team Rocket down in this hole, and he thought the ghost Pokemon were down there. So he had Pikachu and Charmander attack in this dark hole. Team Rocket gets shocked and burned. Then he throws the Pokeball, and the Pokeball hits Jesse in the face. Oh! That would have been interesting if that opened up and Jesse actually went inside the Pokeball. Oh boy. Oh, good old Rob. Oh yes, Robin Williams. Yes, the icon legend of Aladdin. 10,000 years that can give you such a crank in the neck. Oh well, thank you. Oh, thank you so much, Zach and the Reboot Squad. I appreciate the love, and it's definitely good to hear from some loyal fans there. So that's really good to hear. Okay, so let's see. I guess I would definitely make sure I'm not missing any voice suggestions. Okay, so we did Flash, Ash meeting Brownie. Let's see. Ash meeting Brownie. Okay. Okay, so I haven't missed anything. Casey from Pokemon. That's ironic. I see Casey in the Johto region of Pokemon back when I was in seventh grade, and then 2 years later, I meet Casey. Actually, 1 year later. Oh boy. Oh, Mrs. Doubt. Oh, one with Mara Wilson in it. Yes, I remember. I hadn't seen it, but I do definitely remember that. That probably sound like that would be interesting there. Yeah. Oh boy. So many of those there. Kind of like Eddie Murphy. Like Eddie Murphy doing his mama clump in the clumps there. Yep. Okay, so Casey from Pokemon. No, no, you don't now face it, kid. No one has ever been your friend. And these so-called hero kids, they aren't any different. You're just as useless as them in every way. You were to every other kid and also your teacher. You're making that up, I know that. And suddenly Bruno was sucked into the portal and landed inside Shreve Elementary City. Oh, I kind of lost my place there. Surrounded by all of the kids that always made fun of him. They laughed and teased him, and the bell rang, and the kids are still teasing. Oh boy, kind of a little ironic. Yeah, that was the best way I could get the Casey voice was with the song, but kind of an awkward read there. Oh boy, let's see, and Robin Williams as Mrs. Hmm, like I mentioned, I heard of it, but I hadn't seen it yet. I won't mind watching it though. I wouldn't mind, doing that at some point. Uh, but it'll be my first time watching it. When we get so I don't really know how he did the Mrs. Doubtfire voice. But I can give you if it's okay, I can give you his genie voice. It's the origin his original genie. That'd be all right. Or what? So you get a memory of that. Let me see. Okay. Okay, so genie voice there. All right. First, gotta do his climatic entrance. Hey! 10,000 years can give you such a crick in the neck. Okay, where am I at now? Okay, let me take out my reading glasses. Oh, thank you. So she took one look at Bruno and shook her head and said, Bruno, you're nothing but a repeating failure in my class and not worth my time to teach. Say what? What kind of a teacher would say that to their student? Well, Bruno was so shocked that he could hardly speak, and he felt the strong urge to cry, but he was afraid to in front of everybody, and he tried not to. Oh my. Then he saw Samuel approaching him, along with Brian, Julie, Melody, Calvin, Riley, Zoe, and Naomi. They were all looking mean as they began to criticize him. Don't tell me you're going to be a crybaby, you big zero, said Samuel. What did you expect from this loser? Said Brian. Guys, said Bruno, still trying not to cry. I thought we were friends. Wait, this doesn't sound right. Not only are the, not only just the random kids, but the teacher, and I thought the Dream League was his friends. I thought they were getting along, back in when they had that whole talk about friendship in book 7, and oh boy. Oh wait, guys. There's a little bit more, but there is a twist. It's not the entire book is not mean spirited. There's something going on with Bruno. We're about to find out. Uh, Whew. For a second, I thought the whole book would be like that. But, Okay, so okay, I'll finish up a little bit more. Did you really think we'd be friends with you, asked Jilly? Especially after the way you made fun of me? Don't forget about me. And me, said Riley and Zoe. Bruno couldn't hold it anymore. He burst into tears and said, I said I was sorry, you guys. Honest I did. Yeah, you were sorry, all right, said Zoe. Come on, he's not worth our time, said Calvin. Good riddance to bad rubbish, said Melody. And Bruno continued to cry, and everyone turned and left, and for a moment he noticed Naomi standing in front of him with a troubled look on her face. Bruno reached out his hand for her sympathy. Naomi, come on, commanded Julie. Okay, Julie, said Naomi. She said to Bruno with a firm but meek tone, I'm to failures. Goodbye. And just as the floor opened up under Bruno, causing him to fall down a tunnel towards a giant brown paper bag with a mouth that was laughing and saying, Super Zero, you are such a Super Zero. Oh boy. Okay, well let's switch over to someone else to give to for the twists. Spider Gwen from the Spider Verse. Think I can pull off her voice. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Okay. Oh boy, boy, Claire, you got a point. Is this that was kind of mean earlier? So Bruno shut his eyes and screamed in horror as the bag started to devour him. It seemed like the end until someone pulled him away. He opened his eyes and found himself in his bedroom. Floyd, Dad, and Ellen, Floyd, his dad, and Ellen, his mom, were in his room trying to calm him down. So apparently Bruno was having a nightmare. Yeah, that whole thing was a nightmare there. Yep. So yeah, that was how the nightmare ended with the monster paper bag, and now now he's woken up. Still pretty traumatized there, but at least we know he's physically safe there. Hmm. Hmm. Oh boy. Also, if y'all noticed in that paper bag picture, and probably maybe a few others that are coming up, some of those I didn't have Photoshop yet, but I did. But with Microsoft Word, there were some effects it had that was sort of like similar to Photoshop a little bit. It's like almost like a sample of Photoshop. That I was able to tweak a few effects there. Yeah, but yeah, just wanted to throw that out there. Okay, so okay, Gwen from the Spider Verse, Audrey and oh boy, oh boo boo, that was a weak twist. But Harriet, at least everything is all right for Bruno. All they have to do is calm him down. Yeah, yeah. Look, kid. Sometimes life can be really rotten to you. Grow up. It happens. Harriet. Okay, it's time. Okay, now it's my turn to read. Ever so much. Take a deep breath, said Floyd. You were just having a very bad dream, said Ellen. Bruno huffed as he spoke from all the crying he did earlier. I don't think it was. Ever so much. Sometimes it feels that way, said Ellen. Why don't you take a moment to calm yourself and wash up? Then you can come downstairs for breakfast and tell us what happened. Okay, said Bruno. Alright, so Bruno took several deep breaths to calm himself down. After his parents left the room, he started to think back to January of 2011 when he got his report card and his grades were C's and D's. So yeah, I get that all the time. Boo hoo. And a few F's. So Bruno was so upset that he was afraid to show his parents and he tried to hide it, but it didn't work. Well, obviously you didn't try hard enough, kid. he was and his parents found out that he had forged their signatures on some of the recent progress reports leading up to his report card. Oh, ooh. Well, I got to give the kid credit for that one. it's a So if he didn't get caught, that would actually be pretty good. Because, I could probably forge a few signatures myself. Harriet? What? I would? Oh, my goodness. She would. Out of character for a second. In the eighth grade, I got some pretty bad marks on like progress reports and stuff like that. Some of my grades were not too pleasant at times, and let's just say on some of the progress reports, we're supposed to take them home and have our parents sign them and stuff like that. Yeah, there were a few times I actually did forge my mom's signature on there, actually mimicking her handwriting, and I got away with it once or twice, but then there was one point I got caught because the teacher realized, like, wait a minute, no, this is you, Gabe. You didn't show this to your mom. I was like, oh snap, and boy was I in trouble. Yep, that. So yeah, that did happen, and one of my classmates, um, it was another one of my classmates. Casey knows her, Valerie. She was even cross with me when she found out. She looked at the progress report and she looked back at me several times, like, Gabe, I can't believe you. Yep. Oh boy. Then the bunny healed her wound, and the elephant stepped on the bunny, but the bunny was okay. No, the bunny was far from okay. Oh dear. But yep, that was oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, like I mentioned when I mentioned about Valerie, yeah, yeah, oh boy. Oh no, Case, maybe you might have been the Pokemon trainer back then. Okay, let's see. Zach got mistletoe meeting Luna. Oh boy, I think that was one of my suggestions. Let's see, mistletoe. Maybe. I know where I belong. Maybe I'm a prince. Maybe I'm a king. And maybe I belong. I don't really know the song. I'm just coming up with something in order to get the voice down. Okay. Okay, let's see. I still got a bit of amnesia. Where am I supposed to be reading? Oh, right here. So his parents found out that he had forged their signatures on some of his recent progress reports leading up to his report card. Bruno really wanted to do better, but he had a serious attention uh, deficit disorder, ADD. And well, fact, I actually had ADD growing up back in elementary. I actually had medication for that there, so relatable. Anyway, although although he was on medication, like I was, to help him with it, some of the kids made fun of him about it. The kids had been teasing him before this, and now it had gotten worse, causing Bruno to stress over it. He wasn't very good with being sociable. He really wanted to get along with the other kids, but they didn't give him a chance. So he tried being the class clown, which seemed to work a little, but it got him into trouble a lot. As a result, Bruno failed the third grade and had to repeat it. Bruno was really upset about this, and he knew the other kids would tease him more. However, he figured if he continued being the class clown and made fun of other kids the same way they made fun of him, then maybe he would get some friends despite being held back. Now, see, this is what Daddy Derek should have done. This is the kind of backstory Butch should have had. Yeah. What made him a bully? What made him want to pick at the other kids? Some a possible insecurity about himself. Hmm. He say, ADHD. Oh, okay, yeah, I know about that there. Hmm. Hmm. Well, I know it was more ADD with me, although I was kind of hyped up at times, but I still think it was more AD with me. But anyway, but yeah, something like that are key elements that could make a person into a bully. Yeah, and the person might not even be that bad of a person, but a situation makes them act out. Daddy Derek, you missed out on a great opportunity in writing of what could really make people or kids act certain ways like this. Missed opportunity. Oh boy. Yep. Something else I was. Oh, and one other thing. Um, Also along with ADD, I also took speech classes back in elementary. One of the most annoying things that happened to me in speech class was my teacher kept trying to get me to say the a certain way. Like, okay, now Gabe, say the cat went over the say the cat went to the hill. The cat went to the hill. The the cat. The cat. Like, I am not gonna be putting my tongue out like that. The cat went over the hill. I'm saying it like that. Yeah, it was a big, let's just say speech class was a really big issue back in elementary. Yep. Let's see, maybe Butch had a, yeah, why, yeah, there could be that, because Disney Channel even did, I don't know if y'all seen the movie Jump In with Corbin Blue. But Disney Channel did something like that with a bully that was coming at Corbin Blue's character. Both of them took boxing classes together, and the bully really kind of went too far in his boxing there. Yeah, and that turns out he had kind of a dysfunctional home there. Um, and stuff wasn't really going right at his household. Yeah. So yeah, that definitely be the case. See, Harriet and Casey in a Harriet and Casey vacation in a hotel in a warring country. No, it wasn't a. I don't think it was an abusive father. Because I remember the guy was getting like some of his teachers were giving him like hand me down clothes, stuff like that. Um, Hand me down clothes. I think what they didn't really show what was going on his parents, but it was sort of implied that he did have he that there was some hard ends, and chances are this could have had some effects with his parents there, which also could have affected him. Yeah, yeah, because it was more focused on just seeing him from Corbin Blue's character point of view. Yep. So Harriet is on vacation with Casey. I'm guessing the Casey from Pokemon. From Pokemon is Casey from Pokemon, or the Casey that's in the room with us right now. Is that which Casey we talking about, Claire? Oh. Mm. Yeah, unless you're one of the early Disney Channel movies or something. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, there. It's okay. Vacation. Okay, I had to make sure because I know Zachary be mentioned about Casey from Pokemon a lot, so that's why I had to make sure. Okay. All right. So okay. So when okay. Okay. Let's see, where am I? So when school started in September, he started acting just like the kids who made fun of him, and he made fun of Samuel a lot. And when Julie, Melody, Calvin, Riley, and Zoe first arrived in Miss Fillmore's class, he made fun of how Julie introduced herself. His insulting jerks really hurt her badly that she started to cry. And however, when Bruno insulted Riley about helping his mom in the beauty salon and nail salon, uh, Riley stood up to him, and with Brian's help, they helped Bruno realize of others, that making fun of others isn't the way to have true friends. Hmm. Surprisingly, they didn't just beat him up or something like. No, it's not. Harry, it's not always mandatory to beat people up. There's other ways to handle the problem. Yeah. So after hearing that, Bruno felt really bad about what he had done and apologized to everyone for making fun of him, for making fun of them, asked for their forgiveness, and if he could be their friend. It wasn't easy. Melody quickly forgave him and welcomed him with open arms, and everyone reminded him, and she reminded everybody that if they didn't forgive Bruno, that Jesus Father in heaven would not forgive them either. And they all lived happily ever after and sang "Kumbaya" and stuff. "Kumbaya, my love," blah 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 blah. Harriet, you really got some issues there. I mean, it's gonna be really hard to enjoy this vacation there with you like this. This is how I vacation, case, okay? So you vacation how you do with your kumbaya and book and everything. I'm gonna go vacation over in the bar. If that's if you need me, that's where I'm gonna be, over at the bar. Tequilas and rum. Oh boy. So how could she sleep? Oh boy, and you thought the same way Joey from Yu-Gi-Oh could sleep through a herd of elephants. Casey meeting Casey. I think she probably would prefer. I think that would probably be a better meeting than Harriet. Cause so Harriet then left for the bar, and Casey in the room comes downstairs to kind of enjoy herself in the other end of the hotel, and she runs into Casey from Pokemon. Okay. So once Bruno felt a little better, okay, he went to wash up and head to the kitchen. And once he got there, he noticed Samuel, Riley, Brian, and Calvin weren't there, and asked his parents where they were. His dad told him they got called for an emergency mission in Kyoto. But that's what he wants you to think," said a sinister voice. Bruno jumped up in fear and looked around for where the voice came from, but he didn't see anyone other than his parents. Then he heard the voice laugh evilly and mockingly, and Bruno was scared was scared and a little upset. Floyd looked over at Bruno and noticed him starting to sweat, and asked, "Is everything okay, son?" "Oh, didn't you just hear someone laugh right now?" asked Bruno. His parents paused in silence to see if they could hear the voice he was hearing, but he heard nothing. "I'm afraid not, son," said Floyd. "You're probably still shook up from your dream last night," said Ellen. "You want to talk about it?" Well, Bruno thought for a moment and sighed and said, "No, Mom, I think I'll be fine." So Ellen noticed Bruno didn't look so happy and asked, "Are you sure? We could try our best to help you, if you tell us what's wrong." "No, no, really, it's fine," said Bruno, trying to look happy. All right. So let's see what we got now. We got okay. Say Casey. Pokemon. Oh, okay. All right. So Casey will be back. So my crew went down. And he used this to stop. I'm PG. And that's why I have to handle these streams. That's why I'm in charge of handling these streams there. Harriet being explicit about, oh my gosh. Okay. I gotta hear through this. I'm afraid so. Just pretend you're Dr. Phil. I don't think Dr. Phil would want to deal with this girl. Trust me, this would pretty much bring flashbacks of when he had Medea. Take her to someone else. I'm done. Okay, so let's see. Okay. So noticing a worried look on Ellen's face, Floyd said, well, maybe the excitement at the hero convention will help ease your mind, buddy, and hopefully give you some better dreams. Ellen was a little relaxed, and I hope so. Bruno smiled and hoped that what his dad said would be true. However, what Bruno didn't know is that miles away in another city, a young woman saw some of the exact things that he had dreamt, and she was more worried than him. Oh, boo-hoo. Brownie, Brownie and my crew went down and used this stop! It's PG in here! Family approved! Well, tell me something, Brownie. How do you think a family gets their kids? They gotta do it. I hate when she does that. Oh boy. Okay, so anyway. Sorry about that. Okay, so anywho, this was talking about guess now Bush the bully since Mrs. Nesbit. A meteor shower was coming into Earth's atmosphere and would land in Kyoto, Japan. Star Trek target back to Dash met up with Sorka Nightfox at her house. Shortly after that, Bubbly, the sun reached Alicia, Gina, Holly, and Crystal arrived. And once everyone gathered, they quickly introduced themselves to each other. I think you had a little too much tea. Then they got themselves equipped with the BTP Hunter Agency special force field that would protect them from any extreme surprising impacts, as well as allow them to fly and breathe in space. After that, the 12 heroes flew into space toward the meteor shower and launched their attacks. Don't you get it? You see the hat? I am Mrs. Nesbit. They're proud of it, Buzz. I'm very sorry. I kind of lost myself a little bit. No, I'm really sorry about that. Oh, why? I can't even fly out the window. Okay, so this is the mysterious girl that's watching, that suspects something is going on. And we see our heroes flying off into space. And before you ask, the reason why you don't see them in astronaut suits is because they have these special force fields that is protecting them from the whole space thing. So this is sort of like spacesuits as force fields. I know that kind of sounds a little hard to believe, but just roll with it. Okay, I'm thinking. Mm. Oh my god. Oh great. So first a tsunami hit the house. Then we had Bombshell and Sweetler crash through the window and the roof, and um, a lot of the food taken. And now we got to deal with a broken table in the kitchen. Ain't life this grand? Mm. Okay. Star Laser, says Star Striker. He blasted the star meteors into pieces. Next, Dashtail used his speed to rush around gathering the pieces of the blasted meteors until he had two big handfuls of it. Crystal grabbed a few pieces in each of her fists, causing the exterior and appearance of her hand to become rock like the meteor. Dashtail threw up the rocks and took out his squirrel staff, said speeding strike. Then Dashtail rapidly batted the rocks with his staff toward some of the meteors at high speed velocity, and the impact caused them to explode after being hit. Crystal and Gina charged at some of the meteors. Dual medial fists, shouted Crystal as she punched two of the meteors into dust. Mermaid tail ultra kick, shouted Gina, using her mermaid tail to kick one of the meteors and into two other meteors, smashing them into pieces. Target boomers, said Target, firing his target boomers at some more of the meteors, blowing up the pieces as well. Bubble assemble, said Bubblina. She fired bubbles from her trident, which encased the pieces and gathered them together into a bubble. Night freeze, said Night Fox, and she instantly fired a ray of ice to freeze the bubble into a block of ice. Oh. Oh, that was good. And then, of course, oh dear Lord! CJ, control your sister! Oh boy. He's about to. Now I'm gonna need a new table in here. And here's a little splash panel of everybody in action doing their thing and stopping the meteors and stuff. Yep, in space. And of course, Bubblita and Nightbox uniting their attacks. The way they, there's a scene in the Yu-Gi-Oh movie that kind of reminded me of with Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl, when they did the twin burst attack. Like, here we go. Right, it's time to kick some butt. Here we go. Twin dark burst. Yep. That was pretty. You'll see when the reaction comes out how that looks. So Brownie beating Entei. Okay, this sounds better. Entei we don't mind because he was very protective, and he was really nice to that little girl. Sort of like a male version of Renamon from Digimon. Just in time, Case. Zachary requested your favorite Pokemon, Entei. Oh yeah. So, Psychic Blade, said Sword Girl. She used her psychic powers, her psychic sword, to fire a psychic energy blade at the ice block. Aurora Blast, said Holly, and she fired an Aurora Beam with the Psychic Blade and the Ice Block as well, and I bet they were super effective. Both of the attacks obliterated the block into dust. Hang on 1 second, these things are popping up on my screen. And now to finish the rest, said Venom X, waving his wand at the remaining meteors. Magical Blast! And the blast from his wand turned the meteors into chocolate pieces. Sunburst Shine, said Sunrisha, or Sunshine Burst, said Sunrisha, emitting a bright burst of sunlight and some of the chocolate pieces. Blazing Aura Wave, said Alicia, making the temperature hot around the rest of the chocolate pieces. And you probably can guess what happened. They melted the hot chocolate. And also, the voice actor of Entei plays Yami Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh! That's right, Brownie. I was an Entei in Pokemon, and then I became an ancient Egyptian pharaoh in the Millennium Puzzle of a young boy named Yugi. As we battle evil forces like Seto Kaiba, Pegasus, Merrick, and all of that. That dang green's awesome. So now more attacks and everything. Psychic Sword, Holly's Aurora Beam. Got Venom X and Alicia combining their energies. Yep. And interesting. All right. And so you got Horny Unicorn watching Uma and Harry. Nah, I see what I know what you're talking about. I seen because I know that thing Race came up with. But I can't remember. I don't remember how Horny Unicorn sounded though. But I could give you Uma and Harry. Yeah, and we all know what Uma and Harry are going to be doing. Oh, guys, supposed to read the book. Oh, one more minute. Okay, now I'm ready. Okay. Oh, Uma, why don't you go first? I'll be a gentleman and let you. The heat from both attacks caused them to melt into hot chocolate. Phantom X then gave everyone a cup of the hot chocolate, much like I am to Harry. Oh, you are my hot chocolate. Oh, let's finish reading this, Harry, and then we can have our hot chocolate. Indeed. Looks like we did it, guys, exclaimed Star. Everyone congratulated each other and started drinking their hot chocolate. Suddenly, in the middle of their drink, Nightbox noticed a really huge meteor coming and told the others to fire their attacks at once, causing it to explode. However, the impact of the explosion hit Bubblina and Crystal, causing them to fall really fast toward Kyoto. The rest of the Dream League was unable to catch them. And just when it seemed like the two would crash, a mysterious boy with white and in white with a mask and angel wings swooped down and caught the girl. Bubblina and Crystal blushed immensely at the sight of the boy. They thought he was an angel, much like I thought about Uma when I met her. You girls, all right? Asked the boy as she landed. them by Night Fox's house and in her backyard and set them down. The girls nodded, speechless and blushing more, until their faces glowed pink, blush pink, and the others arrived, and the boy vanished like magic. Bubbly-eyed and Crystal wondered who he was. And they weren't the only ones wondering. Mm. What is that thing? Why does that unicorn keep saying, "Kiss her harder, you sexy boy"? I don't know. But I don't mind doing that. They're gonna be a while. Okay, so while they're doing that, Jirachi. Think, okay, I think I remember him. Let's do it. All right. So, so Jirachi in another dimension of Earth. In another dimension of Earth in Shreveport, Louisiana, a guy named Robert Hill, who most people call Nose, was about to eat his breakfast while watching TV. Some of the recent events that had occurred back with the Dream League and Bruno were playing on TV in clips as a trailer for the Heroes of Dreams Season 1 anniversary movie special that was coming soon. Nose had seen some of the episodes of Heroes of Dreams and became excited to see the movie. He called his friend Kevin to tell him about it. So, in Nose's dimension, aka Robert Hill, Heroes of Dreams is a TV show, sort of like how it's a book series that I'm reading to you guys. Oh boy. Sort of like the Darkwing Duck concept in DuckTales. Okay, let's see. That's Sweetler meeting Harriet. Oh boy. Sweetler and Harriet. Hey, Sweetler! They'll do exactly as the perfect soldier. I was also in your Christmas present. Hey, Kevin, said Nose. Yeah, what's up, Nose? Asked Kevin. You heard about the movie special for that Heroes of Dream anime? Said Nose. Yeah, I just saw the commercial, asked Kevin. Yeah, I just saw the commercial. Man, it looked pretty epic. I know, and there's gonna be some more heroes in there. Could you imagine if we were in this movie? Gee, I wonder what that would be like. Nose grinned while thinking about it. Hey, sweetheart! Oh. And as you can see, that's the hot chocolate that came out of space, and Crystal and Bubbleina saved by the masked angel boy. And over here, there's Nose watching Heroes of Dreams on TV. Yes! So now you just got a glimpse of the guest star. And as it says, and now for our feature presentation, Heroes of Dreams Season 1 Anniversary Movie Book, The Rise of a Heroic Conqueror in a Warping Reality. I really had a movie on mind when I was writing this there. Oh boy. Let's see, close to an hour there. Okay. All right. I guess I'm gonna do a little more. I guess Claire can. I guess Bob shall giving this honor on Bob. So broke it down. Oh boy. All right. Guess you'll catch the rest of us on the replay there, Claire. We'll see you later there. I'll entertain the rest of them for a little bit longer. So Bob Shaw's given this honor. Okay, basic. Let's see. I think should I skip this here because there's an introduction here that basically is just the Dream League database. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna skip that part there, the database there, and go right to chapter 1, which is preparing the new costumes for the Dream League there. Starting with Bob Shaw given this honor. So while the updates were processing in the BTB 100 agency computer, Agent Lee, Lisa, Derek, and Deborah, along with Professor Kurt and the other agents, led the Dream League to see their new battle suits and costumes. First up is Star Striker, said Lisa, as she showed an image of Star Striker's new battle suit on the computer screen. It was similar to his old battle suit, but more armored up with bronze, gold, yellow color scheme. Agent Lee said your new battle suit has some of the same features as your old one, but with upgrades. Instead of you using utility pants for your gadgets, they'll be stored in a new compartment known as your utility vest. Except for your star sword, they'll be attached to your star belt. And you know what? I'm giving this honor on the Boss Broken Sleigh movie. I mean, really. If you could just magically make presents appear out of thin air like that, why in the world would technology be a thing? I mean, okay, nothing would be wrong with using the technology or anything like that, but why would you want to outdo magic with that? It's impossible. You can't outdo magic with technology. I come from a place where science and magic are all one and the same. Okay. And as you can see, this is Star Striker's new costume here that he'll be getting soon there in the book. Oh boy. Okay. So let's see what we. Okay, dear Bob Shaw. See, and all that stuff about we case them and everything. Okay, well, let's see. The next voice I think I'm gonna do Seto Kaiba. Oh wait. Oh, okay. The final voice is just in Cool Cat singing my Pokemon theme. Oh wow! I get to sing a Pokemon theme! Yay! Exquisite! Dun 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 dun. Lisa added the color scheme idea that was. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do the original Cool Cat Jason John. I don't know why I was doing Daddy Derry's voice. Okay. Let's bust out some rhymes. 1, 2. Okay. Okay. Lisa added the color scheme. Idea was based on the design of your dad's costume. The gold soul, and then she showed an image of Agent Lee. In its gold soul, the costume. The gold soul exclaimed the Dream League. You never told me about that. Said Star was long time ago, son. How long ago are you talking about? As Crystal? Like 10 or 20, not too long. Oh, before you were born, interrupted Lee firmly. However, the gold soul is the reason I came up with the idea of identity protector in the Project Starman 2. When Professor Kurt versus ID Pokemon. Oh my God. That makes it more sound like Digimon since all their names ended in Mon. Cool Catmon Digivolve too. Super exquisite Cool Catmon. Digimon. Exquisite attack. Oh boy. And I guess he'll fight the evil Butchmon. Bully Butchmon. Oh man. Uh, oh boy, excuse me. Alright, good night, there's that. Alright. Okay. Guess I'll give my remaining. I'll give those of y'all left the remaining of this chapter there. Remaining of this chapter for the night. Okay, so now do Seto Kaiba. And first show you these pictures here. Got the gold soul and Target's new costume coming up there. Yep. And one thing came to my mind when I did the gold soul. There were two things. One was soul power from Static Shock. You remember, it's time for a little soul power. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Right on the power soul, yeah. Soul power. Soul power. Pops, do not dance. And also Soul Glow from the Coming to America movie. Just let your soul go. Ooh, sorry about that. All right. So anyway, okay, get serious because I'm Seto Kaiba now. You mean secret identity? Said Star. Pretty much. Then Derek showed an image of Target's new battle suit on the computer screen and said, "Next is Target. Like Star Striker, your new battle suit has the same features as your old one in a new style." Deborah explained, "Your different gadgets can be launched out of your Target disc shooters on your on your arms, and your Target bow and shield can be accessed from your Target bands or your wrists." Target was amazed with his new battle suit design, and he said, "With this new design, I could look like a professional basketball player." And he imagined himself playing in the NBA with this costume and continuing to make a slam dunk shot at the second before the buzzer and everyone cheering him. And of course, just like in Duel Monsters, I would also be good with basketball as well. Because I'm Seto Kaiba. And that basically gives me the right to be good at most anything. Yes, Seto Kaiba. And this is why my AI is programmed to remind you of your greatness. Oh, well, from Dark Dimensions. Almost wanted to yell, "Kaiba, stop stealing the show!" I'm Kaiba. What do you expect? Oh boy. So, let's see. Did Kaiba. Well, if Kaiba's gonna steal the show, then it's time for Joey Wheeler to do it. The fantasy ended with Gina commenting, "Yeah, but you wouldn't be as good as me." "I bet I would," said Target. "Yeah," said Gina. "Then prove it to me after you get back from your hero convention this weekend." "You're on," said Target. Everyone looked in shock for a moment. Gina thought of an idea. And to make things interesting, it'll be you versus me in my mermaid form. Wouldn't that be kind of difficult? Asked Nightfox. Not at all, said Alicia. Lots of mer people like us have learned how to do a lot of things on the surface world, in case something ever happens where we can't access our human forms. Mind if we show you real quick? Asked Holly. Everyone nodded yes. So Crystal took out her iPhone and played the chorus to the song Girls Just Want to Have Fun. And on that note, Bubblina, Alicia, Gina, Crystal, and Holly changed their human names into mermaid tails and did a quick demonstration by performing a brief cheer routine. Everyone was impressed at the performance and gave a huge applause after the big finish. And as you can see, check out Brian playing basketball with what looks like possibly Tracy Reynolds or Tracy McGrady. And the girls doing their mermaid cheer routine there. Yep. That's probably Tracy McGrady in that picture. From the Hoop Squad and Static Shock. We the Hoop Squad. Okay. And now the next voice I got Jade and Yuki, because it's time to get your game on. Hey, you might. Okay, let's see what we're reading. So next, Lisa showed the images of Sword Girl and Nightfox's new costumes and said, Sword Girl and Nightfox's will be according to the information we received from you and your dads. And your new costumes were to make you look more feudal Japan samurai style. After that, Professor Kurt showed the images of Vanamex and Dashtail's new costume and said, Vanamex and Dashtail, your mom sent over the information on your new costume. Dashtail's new costume was remade with a lighter color scheme and the same design pattern as the old costume. Vanamex's new costume will make you look more like a magician, especially with the hat. Huh, I can definitely see that. And now, for my next move, I use polymerization to fuse Elemental Hero Neos and Junk Gardner to create Neos Knight. Okay, when that video upload, oh y'all are gonna be seeing some major action from three of the protagonists: Yami Yuki, Jaden Yuki, and Yusei Fudo. And speaking of Yusei Fudo, let's do him. All right. Then I'll be the magnificent and charming Vanamex, said Vanamex. And I could be your assistant, said Dashtail. Dashing and charming Dashtail. Well, work at that, said Vanamex. Well, it seems that we'll all have. It seems to be all we have so far, as I know, said Lee. Unless anybody else has something they want to add. Bubblita raised her hand when Lisa saw it. She said, yes, Bubblita. Since everyone's going to be picking out getting new costume, perhaps the rest of us can do a little shopping for some new looks of our own to add to the information you have. That sounds like a great idea, said Kurt. You really mean that? Of course, said Bubblina. Looks like everyone's going to have a new costume, said Lee. And they all cheer in excitement. And my favorite scene of Yusei from the movie. Here we go. First, I play the magic card, Reincarnation of Hope, which allows me to discard 2 cards, but later I'm allowed to draw 2 new ones. Don't you realize that for you there won't be a next time? Well, for right now, I summon my Junk Synchron. And that allows me to bring back a level 2 or below monster from my grave in defense mode, Sonic Chick. And since I have a tuner monster out, Global Hedgehog's effect activates, which allows me to summon him to the field. And now I synchro summon Junk Gardner. Synchro what? I don't know, but I like it. Oh boy. Let's see. Let's see what else. Let's see how much more I got here. Hmm. I guess I could. Let's see. I think I'm gonna save this for next time. There. Gonna stop here. I know that what they didn't. That was quite a bit for an for an intro and the first chapter. But hey, this was a big book, so we'll leave off here at chapter 2. So because that way 'cause I don't want Claire to miss out on Nose's first appearance here into the crossing into the dimension there. Yeah, I don't want her to miss that there. So stop there. Yep. And next when we the next live stream should be Thursday, not tomorrow night, because that's Bob Shaw's stream night. So it'll be Thursday night, and it's going to be a Let's Watch, which will be as we saw the making of Suburban Nights last time. So there'll be the making of the Bowley Fleet, which is also on my special features. Little story, yep. So we'll be watching that, and of course, and then of course the next stream after that one be more into the anniversary book, sort of go back and forth between the movie, the book, movie, the book, movie, the book. Kind of mix it up a little bit there. All right. So thank you all for joining me this far, and as I guess hopefully I will see you all Thursday night there. Thursday night to watch the Bowley Flea and the making of the Bowley Flea. And also you can check in my live stream playlist for the movie. Yeah, so all right. See y'all Thursday night. See you later.